First time in a long time, burning deeply inside. First time in a long time, burning deeply inside. First time in a long time, first time in a long time, burning deeply inside. First time in a long time, burning deeply. Just
Y'all tell me this does not look good. I would just say it right now, but I'm a little spoiled having a full-time barista. Like Shar just, this is all day whenever I feel like it. She just makes drinks all day. But yo, she better because I bought her so much matcha when I got back from Japan. Hopefully this vlog is gonna come out by the time that her next pop-up actually happens. So I'm gonna leave that on the screen for you guys right here. Future editing Kev here, future Shar here as well. I actually realized while uploading this video that I didn't give you guys enough context, or we didn't give you guys enough context as far as like what's going on with the matcha. So I'm gonna have Shar tell you guys real quick.
We're gonna start doing matcha pop-up bars at like small farmers markets and like little events, you know? So eventually the goal, the big dream and the goal of mine would be to open up my own cafe. But for now, we're just gonna start doing like little events, like do little pop-ups and here and there, and just to kind of like test the waters. It's one of my passions, like just creating food, drinks, and just like just creating something. It's one of my biggest love language. Would you say that? Would you say
Yeah, I'd say like making sure people have like the utmost experiences and just having like pretty
food
or pretty
food
drinks
and
or whatever.
I like.
So we're gonna keep you guys posted on all like future events. But if you guys want the most like current up-to-date updates, follow our socials, like our Instagrams, because obviously we're most active on there. Those are in the description down below.
Also, you guys, I'm doing pre-order pickups. DM me, slide in my DM, and then let me know your order, and then we can figure it out.
This is the only time you guys are allowed to slide in her DMs, all right? It's the only time. All right, so back to the video. If you guys want to come by and say what's up, try some of the matcha, let us know what you guys think. All right, so for this video, I just pretty much wanted to follow up to the Japan video. Yo, you guys have been showing crazy love on that vlog, so I appreciate you guys for watching. I appreciate the love. I see your guys' comments on there. You know, I've been trying to stay as consistent as possible with these uploads. So if you guys don't see an upload from me after like 2 weeks, like drop me a comment somewhere and be like, yo bro, when are we getting a new video? Because I cannot go this long without talking to you guys. I think the last upload was from the New York one, and that was like a month ago, and that was way too long, like way too long. So like I didn't get to do as much shopping as I would have liked to, because the 1 week in Japan is just not enough. Depending on what your end goal is, if you want to try and like maximize your time, or depending on how much of a go you want to be in, I personally, for 1 week, would stay in one city the next time. Like nowadays, I love having an itinerary, but I also don't like to follow the itinerary to a T. I kind of just like to go off of vibes. Like if I want to sit at like a cafe or something like that for an hour, get content, and just kind of hang out within that region without having to worry about like what our next destination is. Like that's nice. That's ideally what I would like to do for my next Japan trip. So I'm just saying, bro, if you can afford it, 2 weeks at a minimum. All right, let's get to the actual unboxing. Let's start it off with some of the stuff that I picked up for Shar. So first things first, obviously if you guys watch the vlog, you guys know I picked up a bunch of matcha, 2 bags of matcha. This one was from Hatoya Asakusa, where I paid like $14 for a drink. Now, to give you guys some context as to why it was $14, so the base drink in itself, I think was like $8 or $9. After you added the matcha ice cream and the strawberry sauce, that's why it came out to $14. These two are from Atelier. Now for this one, I had to go super early. I woke up at like 7 o'clock in the morning on the last day before I was going home, got ready, headed straight over to Atelier. I was probably, I would say maybe like 10th or 12th person in line. They only got 30 of these tins in. There's a 2-can limit, and I think there was maybe like 8 tins left of the matcha, so I got lucky. Shar got lucky. We both got lucky, I don't know. It's crazy how they just had these readily available at the airport. I paid like $45 a can for this, but if you Google these online, I think Shar said they came out to like 70 to 90
like
bucks.
Almost $100, guys.
You hear her.
Just, it's that.
It's that one, you guys. I feel like low-key we should have got more, but Shar only wanted one of each, and so that's on her. Or I'm just gonna go back to Japan again without her, and I'm gonna get some more.
You can't do that!
Don't tell her, you guys. Don't tell her. Now, I will say this. If you're into kitchenware, if you're into cooking, if you're into anything of like that nature, bro, you will love Kappabashi Street. And even somebody as me who is not fully in the kitchen as much as Shar, like in myself, I spent at least like, I think like 2 or 3 hours. If Shar was here and if we went to every store, we legit would have been there for a whole day. So I cannot imagine. First on the list that I picked up was this matcha tin. This one, I would show you guys the inside, but Shar's already storing some matcha in here. I don't know exactly the size, but it's a big boy. Small size,
So cute.
big size. And then I thought these were cool just for like eating rice, but I think it's just like the checkered pattern plus the red colorway. Fire. I think these came out to like $2 or $3 each. Some matcha supplies for Shar, this little small spoon, chasins, and then this. Look at this bowl. Tell me this bowl is not fire.
So pretty.
So good. Like, look at the details on this joint, if I can get it to focus. So when I went to Matcha Tokyo, they actually had just brought this bowl out. I had to FaceTime Shar and I was like, you want this bowl. Bro, you want this bowl. This thing is so good.
You're my lucky charm.
This one is cool because, like, bro, look at the spout that's on here. Obviously, when you're like pouring your matcha, you want like a little spout so that it comes out nice and clean for your like drinks or stuff or whatever. Bro, packing this, I was shitting bricks. Like trying to pack this in the suitcase, I like put all like my boxers and my shorts on top of it. We like bubble wrapped it like 5 times and just to make sure that we brought this home because I did not want this to break. But I'm sure you guys have seen these kind of plates before. I don't know, maybe some of the girls on here have seen these plates. For the fellas, ask your girlfriend, ask your wife, ask your significant other if they have seen these plates somewhere. And ask them real quick how much it is online. I'll give you a sec. What did they say? How much did they say? Probably like $90, $100. Bruh, we are getting scammed out here. These plates were like $25 to $30 each. Let me show you guys the one that Shar bought. These are from Japan.
I got these ones online.
Yes.
Same thing with everything, right? Girl, I got it for $80.
Bro.
They were on sale, 40% off. They were $140 or whatever.
Yo, if you guys want these plates, let me know. I might just, I'm gonna start taking pre-orders. I'm gonna fly out to
Resale.
Japan and I'm gonna get you guys some, but I'm gonna charge you guys $80 for it, so.
So not funny. Oh, look how pretty they are though, guys.
So when you go to Kappabashi, there's like a bunch of knife shops. And me and Shar have been wanting like one of these like Japanese type knives for a really long time. And so this one, ooh, good lord. That's like $35. And then last but not least, yo, low-key, I feel like I'm most excited about these. I just think it's cool. So like if you guys have ever watched, maybe not Iron Chef, but like those shows where people have like the tongs where they plate stuff like very precisely with like, you know, they put the like the little flowers and they put the like the little like squash blossoms or whatever they put on your plate. They do it so ever so like delicately. Let's look at like the ergonomics of this. And then this little one. Super excited to start using these. All right, so now that we have Shar stuff out of the way, let me show you guys what I picked up. I think first things first, let's start off with a banger, bro. Let's start off with the, ow. You guys see this, bro? Look at this. Let's just take a moment to appreciate this real quick. You know there's that one Kanye song?
This motherfucker's the exact motherfucker I wanted. You with the bezel? This is the
bezel?
motherfucker I wanted.
That's how I felt when I found this watch. The main area or stores that I went to were in a place called the Nakano Broadway. Now the Nakano Broadway is probably like 2 or 3 floors, I think maybe more, of I guess resale shops, I guess if you will. They had a lot of inventory like for Rolexes and for pretty much any other watch that you could think of. And if you do your own research, there's more, I think, like reputable stores than some others. Although I will say Japan's like tolerance for like selling counterfeit or selling like fake stuff is very high. They take it very seriously. So that first day I ended up not finding the watch that I was looking for. So the one that I wanted was the black dial with the diamonds. I found at least 3 of the same variation, but in a 36. I didn't want to get the 36 because I feel like the 36 is a little bit too small for my liking. There was that gray one that I ended up seeing. You know, I was like, if I'm not gonna be able to find the black one that I was looking for, I was low-key gonna settle for the gray dial one. But for like the money that I was gonna be spending out there, like, did I really want to settle? If it was meant to be, it's meant to be, right? And so on the final day, I had like 12 to 13 stores that I had to hit to see if they had the watch. And then on the last shop that I hit, one of the workers gave me a tip and was like, hey, go check out this other store. Now the store's name is Watch Neon. I think that's how you pronounce it. But had it not been for her, I probably would have never checked that one out, because where I was at, that one was probably like a 20 to 30 minute like Uber ride. But like as soon as I pulled up and got into the store, literally, you know how like in like the movies, you're like the main character or whatever is about to see something and then you just see like this like ray of light and it's like, as soon as we went in, I knew it was wraps. As long as they had like the paper and like the card for authenticity and everything, I was gonna take it. And so that's pretty much that story. So if you've watched previous videos of mine, I've had a lot of you guys actually ask me the watch that I was wearing before. And so this was a Seiko that I gifted to myself about, I think like 4 or 5 years ago. And so I got this one because obviously it kind of resembles a Rolex. And so yeah, this Seiko was pretty much a reminder to me every single day to work hard and kind of be relentless in that pursuit of, you know, chasing your goals. That was pretty much what this watch was. Like, you can do what you set your heart out to do as long as you put the work in, right? So although I still like really love this watch, I still wear it from time to time, but obviously this is the new daily driver now. Let me actually throw this on for you guys real quick. Bow, look at that. It's just a reminder, like I said, chase after your dreams. No dream is too big. Like, set those goals, work hard to, you know, make sure you hit those goals, and you know, nothing is impossible, you guys. As long as you have the intent and you set your heart out to it, you can get anything you want in life. Now, as far as clothes, let's get to it. I didn't pick up too much because I didn't find too much. Simple as that. I will also be throwing up some B-roll for you guys of what this stuff looks like on body. But yo, if you guys don't know, another thing we're getting raped for out here and just getting scammed for is Capital. It doesn't make sense how like this pair of pants was, I think like $250, but when I came back home and I checked like the sites, the American sites that were selling it, like damn near like $400, double the price. Like at this point, like I refuse to buy any of this stuff here. I'm just gonna save it for when I go to Japan like everyone else does and just load up on all this stuff, because it doesn't make sense, bro. We getting scammed. So I don't know what these are exactly called, but it's a pair of like Capital kind of like baggy denim. Not super baggy, but a little baggy. Now bro, these are cool because look at this little like feather detail at the bottom. So sick. So like when you have these on, like the feathers kind of like have a little detail at the bottom. It's super cool. The drawstrings, and then also if you guys can see it, the pants are kind of like, I don't know, it's got this, I would say it's also like a feather texture. There's that. I got a pair of sweatpants too, because why not? It was super cheap. Well, cheap compared to the US prices, so definitely had to snag a pair. I wanted a pair of Capital denim too, like a pair of their raw blue denim, but they didn't have any sizes. They only had like size like 42 and 44, which was huge, so that was no good. And I hit both Capitals. I actually hit all 3 Capitals too, but they didn't have very much. Oh, and then also got these smiley face socks from Capital. I don't know if you guys have seen these before, but I love these. These are always good. Got this gray one, and I got this green one. You guys already know I love me a good bandana. And then this one is actually from Capital. Actually, matter of fact, for those that might be wondering, all my bandanas are actually from Capital. I've got this obsession with just Capital bandanas right now. And then I just learned this. If you guys watched Bear, the cooking show, I forgot the name of the girl chef. I forgot her name, but she actually has a collection of just Capital bandanas that she wears on the show. So I thought that was pretty cool. And then I got a pair of these Needles track pants. I actually wanted to really try and find a pair of these secondhand at like the Second Streets or at, I forgot what the name of the other like secondhand stores were, but a lot of the ones that they had were like the skinnier track pant, the more traditional one. This one's the like baggier, loose fit one. Low-key kind of feel like I should have got like the top with it too, but either way, I'm still happy with this. These are gonna be good for like spring, summer, and honestly in SoCal, you just can't go wrong with like a pair of pants like these. And then I got this Tiger, I think it's like a mini throw. I don't know if you would call it like a full-on throw, but yeah, this one is from the brand called Nico what? Oh, Nico End. Here you go, if you guys wanna see that. I definitely wanted to pick up some like stuff for the apartment too, and so felt like this is a good accessory for the couch. And then last but not least, I'm pretty sure you could have got this in the States too, but I was like, I might as well pick it up. This is kind of cool. Just a little hat keychain for coins, for, I don't know what else you would put in here, but I'd clip this onto like my pants or whatever, and this would be my little coin pouch. I still have some actually. My yen. Look at that, like the details are crazy. It even says the size is 4 1/4. This is for like a chipmunk or something like that. Two more things. A little tip for you guys is if you need a smaller bag, go into like Uniqlo, get one of these bags, and this pretty much carried the whole trip. Now, I also do not recommend going to the Uniqlo in Japan because, bro, it was a zoo in there. It was insane. Bro, you would think they had like a giant sale or they were giving stuff out for free. No, it was just that many people that love Uniqlo. And maybe it's just me, but anytime I ever go into Uniqlo, I can never really find anything that I like. The only stuff that I ever buy from them is the Airism tees. And so pretty much on the first day of being in Japan, like I had my camera bag with me. After a day, I was like, there's no way I could do this, bro. There's just no way. Like the backpack was starting to weigh down on my shoulders. Like I was starting to get tired after like half a day and I was like just dreading it. I got this one too because it was $20. But yeah, man, these bags came in pretty much clutch for like the entire trip. As soon as I bought the 2 bags, I ditched the backpack, tossed everything that I needed into these 2 bags, and this was legit all I needed. And so that was pretty much everything that I picked up for myself. Like I said, I didn't do too much shopping because number one, I thought I was gonna do a lot more vintage shopping than I was actually able to do. I'm coming to like the realization that I'm not into vintage as much as I used to be, maybe like 4 or 5 years ago. I don't know, dude, I just don't have the patience nowadays to like sift through everything. Or maybe it's just because like during that 1 week that I was there, I was like, there's no way I'm gonna have enough time to be able to sift through everything. Yeah, man, like thrifting and vintage shopping is just a whole kind of like adventure in itself. So I don't know, maybe next time. Maybe. And so, last but not least, bam, cannot go to Japan without skincare goods. So all of this is from Don Quijote and also from Cosme. Now, I would go through all of this stuff and show you guys everything that I picked up, but I honestly don't even know half the stuff in here. But I mean, if you guys want to see some of the stuff real quick, let's go through it. So yeah, face mask. Perfect Whip Beauty Foam. Another Perfect Whip Beauty Foam. This is for Shar's dogs. So this is like a pumice stick, you know, for like the bottom of your feet, or we actually like to use them for the calluses in our hands. So that's what this is. Biore UV Aqua Rich, a vitamin C brightening essence. It says a brightening essence. Like I said, if you guys have seen any TikTok video out there about like Japan pickups, you'll like 99% have seen all this stuff already. Maybe not this one, because this one I actually just wanted to try. But this one's a honey eye roll-on. We're not trying to look tired all the time, bro. We're trying to look alive, you know what I'm saying? This one's for blackheads. These are all hair masks. Here you go, if you guys want to see like the brands. Actually, I could use some too, bro. If you guys look at the hair, look at this. Bro, I just woke up like this. Tell me the hair's not looking on point, like legit. And then last but not least, shampoo and conditioner. These are refill packets. We actually have 2 of the like pump dispensers already in the shower. Those we've used already, and those I can actually say I like a lot. That's pretty much everything that I picked up from Japan. I feel like it wasn't that much. It felt like it was a lot more when I was packing it than like unpacking it and showing it to you guys right now. Where's my matcha? Need a little sip of this. Where are we going after this? Where did I say I'm gonna go after this? And so, that is pretty much all the pickups from Japan. If you guys have any questions about any of the stuff that I picked up, drop it in the comments below. Don't ask me too many questions about the facial stuff because I'm not gonna know too much about it. We could Google it together if you want, I don't know, but oh my God, we need to do this outro. My battery's gonna die. So yeah, man, Shar is actually making lunch right now, and as soon as we get done with that, I'll check back in with you guys, all right? Peace. My battery's gonna die.